On the morning of September 11th, 2001, there was a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks by the Islamic terror group Qaeda against the United States of America.
The attacks killed 2,996 people and injured thousands of others. Was this an evil act of terror or a conspiracy by the US government? We're back once again. This is our 6th episode. We are going to do 9/11 tonight.
9/11.
Yeah, it's a quite serious topic.
Oh, it's a serious one with no... can't really miss about on this one.
No, if we do, as we always do, if we do start to stray off and joke about it a little bit, don't take it personally.
No.
Because we don't want to offend anybody
No,
at all.
Of course not.
It's a very serious thing.
This is very serious. A lot of people
But
died on
this. Is what we're like. If you've ever watched our podcast, you'll understand. But we do apologise in advance.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So, yeah, this is Jordan's choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah, well,
because there's plenty of...
plenty of different
stories
and all sorts going on here.
All tied up in this, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, I still remember it. We said earlier.
It was 17 years ago this
17, year. I was 13, and coming up from school, seeing it on the TV.
Yeah.
It's
mad, isn't it?
It is.
So the facts are, as everybody will know, I don't think anybody in the world will not know what happened.
Yeah.
4 passenger airliners operated by 2 major US passenger air carriers, United Airlines and American Airlines, all departed from airports in the northeastern United States bound for California, and they were hijacked by 19.
Yeah,
I didn't realise it was that many.
No, I didn't realise it was 19.
19 Al-Qaeda terrorists, and 2 of the planes, American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175, were crashed into the North and South Towers respectively. So, and everybody knows that. There's just a bit of detail there.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is where we could start getting into the conspiracy thing, because I've heard so many different things, like the planes never went into the building. Yeah,
there was no such plane at all. They said it was all CGI.
They said it was like a series of detonations.
Some
people say it was a combination of the two. And what, the one that you've just introduced me to as well was that it wasn't actually like a passenger.
Well, there's witnesses that saying it was a military plane because there was no windows on the side. And it had no livery, basically. There was nothing on the tail, nothing on the wings or anything. It was just a grey plane. And we have seen a few videos, and yeah, you could say it was. At the same time, it could be the light of the view of the cameras and stuff. It's
hard to say without a really clear...
Yeah. The thing is...
If it would happen now...
Yeah,
people would have their phones out in the tower, wouldn't they? And everybody would have a shot of it.
Yeah, I mean, then it was 2001. Most people had it on handheld video cameras and stuff, and the quality's not that
very
great.
Grainy.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Technology hadn't quite reached.
No, if it was now, I mean,
it is now.
The cameras nowadays and that, it's totally different. But there's a lot of different conspiracies here.
So. It says, within an hour and 42 minutes, both 110-storey towers collapsed. Debris and the resulting fires caused partial or complete collapse of the other buildings in the World Trade Center complex, including the 47-storey 7 World Trade Center tower, which I imagine is similar to like the Canary Wharf complex.
I suppose, because the ones around it. I suppose if they collapse, the whole thing is going to...
What is Canada... Square, isn't it? That's what the tall building in Canary Wharf is.
Is it? Canada, you get off. Well, Canada Water is the station, and you come out, and it's you're in that big square.
That isn't actually called Canary Wharf, is it? That's just like the area.
The area. I don't actually know.
1 Canada Square. I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah, the big one. I'll double check it.
I don't know. Yeah, because you've got a HSBC tower next to it, haven't you? Well, it used to be the HSBC tower. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, there you go. 1 Canada Square, sometimes called Canary Wharf Tower.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, so it's similar to that then. It's just, I mean, that's like a secured, like a little town almost. Canary Wharf. You ever walked?
I walked through there, yeah, but I've never actually sort of gone up to the
shops and all sorts there.
But that got bombed as well, didn't it?
Did it?
I think, didn't the IRA do that?
Oh, yeah.
Back in the years ago.
A long time ago. It also says, so the third plane, American Airlines Flight 77, was crashed into the Pentagon.
Yep.
Yeah. Was one of the less reported. Obviously, because, I mean, the Twin Towers are quite iconic, aren't they? So to see that image. But I don't think there is any footage of a plane going into the Pentagon.
I don't think there is. All there is pictures afterwards, which is a big hole in the side of the Pentagon. And the other one that they crashed into the forest. You don't see much of that either, really.
Okay.
That was the other airline. There was 4 of them. The 2 went there. One Pentagon. The other one, they fought, apparently. The people on the plane, the passengers, fought to get the control of the plane. And they realised they couldn't reach the Trade Center or the Pentagon, I think they were going for. So they crashed it into a field instead.
Ah. No, see, I never knew that. Oh. Sounds like some fireworks going off in the background there.
Is it?
How about that for timing? Yeah, it is fireworks, definitely fireworks. Don't know if you can hear that there.
Yeah, I think it's fireworks.
I should have that door shut now, really.
Got gunshots over.
It's getting a bit cold now.
I mean, if we was recording from somewhere else, maybe so.
No, I think we're safe to say it's not gunfire, but we'll close the door.
Thank God for that.
So what do you really think happened?
Well,
do you think it's a mixture of the two? Do you think the government are actually involved somehow?
I think it is. Yeah.
Because let's weigh it up. What reasons would they have to pull off such a conspiracy? You know, everything comes down to money.
It's all money, really.
So if they could come up with an excuse to wage a war in Iraq to find Osama bin Laden or whoever they felt was responsible, who apparently was a CIA agent at one point. Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah.
So it's just complicated, isn't it? Nothing's ever what it seems. I think that's the point.
Yeah.
But like you say, you think it's possibly a combination of the two?
Yeah.
You're not one of those people that are saying the planes never went in the building.
No. I mean, when it first happened, they said it was CGI. I've watched many programs, and there's one particular program that says it's not a real plane, because if you slow it down, it actually, if you see the wing, it actually goes through the building.
Okay.
Now, other people have said it's just the shadow of the wing going through the building.
Right.
Now, if you look at these videos, and there is videos everywhere, there's definitely 2 planes going to the side of it.
Yeah, if it is CGI, it's really bloody good.
It's really good, and I mean, the people that are going like in the videos, look at that. Unless they're paid actors, which I doubt they are. There's 2 planes going in there. Whether they've got passengers on or whether they're military planes or whatever, not, they are definitely 2 planes going into a building.
Yeah,
that's not fake.
Well, without questioning, or not that we'd want to, but asking from families of people that knew they were on those flights, you wouldn't know, would you? But, whether that's, and it'd be hard to cover something on that up, I think. But I think the idea it could have been a military plane.
It could be, but then I want to know, if it was, who are these passengers? Where are they? Whatever happened to them?
That's the joke. It's a lot to cover up, isn't it?
And
it's
also,
almost like the moon conspiracy all over again.
I did look on a lot of these flights, and the thing is, most of the flights, the passengers on the flights, most of them were half full.
Oh.
Passenger-wise.
Okay.
I looked on one of the planes, it could hold 180 odd people, apparently there was only like 73 people on it,
That's strange.
which is kind of strange. And there's
Yeah.
another plane, the one that crashed into the field, only had 47 people, I believe,
Right.
and that can carry more than 47 people. So it was only like the half full planes, which was kind of a bit.
But did we speak about it last time we did the podcast? Actually, how they hijacked the plane?
I don't know, did we?
Did I? I think I asked you, and I think we sort of came to the conclusion that the cockpit wasn't as secure as it would be now, due to this.
I was going to say, I
Event.
mean, how did they
They've-
get
they've
into
maximised the
the
security.
actual
I
cockpit
don't know,
then?
and
Because
how do they?
I mean, the security was tight anyway. I mean, America's always been tight anyway,
Yeah.
so I can't see how they.
What did they get on the plane with that they could threaten the crew, the
That's what I'm
passengers,
saying. They couldn't have got.
pilot?
I mean, how can you
To
get a
actually
knife or a
hijack it.
gun?
I'm not
through
saying it's
customs?
impossible, but the gun. No, I wouldn't have thought they'd get
A
gun.
knife? I couldn't say about a knife.
Bomb material.
I don't know. I mean,
Let's do a little bit.
to be honest with you, there's not much. I mean, America's always been tight on everything, regardless.
Especially now.
Before this terror attack, I mean, there were
Every country got like.
every country,
like that.
yeah,
They really
yeah.
tightened up.
Everything tightened up. I mean, even over here, it tightened right up. I mean, you go on holiday now, they want to know everything about you.
So there was 19 men, apparently affiliated with Al Qaeda. 15 of the 19 were citizens of Saudi Arabia, and the others were from the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Lebanon. They were organised into 4 teams, each led by a pilot-trained hijacker with 3 or 4 muscle hijackers who were trained to help subdue the pilots, passengers and crew. Okay, and what with? The first hijackers to arrive in the United States were Khalid al-Mihdhar
Midar.
and Nawaf al-Hazim, who settled in San Diego County, California in January 2000. So they were already living in the States. Obviously, because it was California-bound flight, wasn't it? So they've taken off from in America, yeah. So,
So I want to
We'll
know how
move
they got to live in the United States in the first place.
here we go. 2 flight attendants called the American Airlines reservation desk during the hijacking. Betty Young reported that the 5 hijackers had come from the first-class seats 2A, 2B, 9A, 9C, and 9B. Flight attendant Amy Sweeney called a flight service manager at Logan Airport in Boston and described them as Middle Eastern. She gave the staff the seat numbers, and they pulled up the ticket and credit card information of the hijackers, identifying Mohammed Atta. And his voice was heard over the air traffic control system, broadcasting messages through thought to be intended for the passengers. We have some planes, just stay quiet and you'll be okay. We are returning to the airport. Oh, right, okay, so you use that. You lull them into a sense of security.
Oh yeah,
It's okay, just
yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
don't make any stupid moves.
Mm-mm.
Nobody move, everything will be okay. If you try to make any moves, you'll endanger yourself and the plane. Just stay quiet. Nobody move, please. We are going back to the airport. Don't try to make any stupid moves. So, and that was it. That was it. Spoken messages from Ziad Jarrah, intended for passengers were broadcast over the air traffic control system, presumably by mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. Please sit down. Keep remaining sitting. We have a bomb on board, so sit. So they threatened, basically. Oh, and they used the old... there's a bomb on board and we're coming back to the airport to have our demands met. Okay. Well, that explains that. So they've just muscled in, really. They've gone on a... I mean, they're trained.
Yeah, I mean they're trained
to take control.
One of them, well, they're all trained pilots, so they've all been...
Or at least one of them of the 4...
Of one of the
Of
four,
each of the four
each four
groups.
One is a pilot.
And the other were muscle. So yeah, if you're all in the same boat, nobody's got anything to really defend themselves with, and you're just normal people, you're civilians. If it was a plane full of soldiers, it might have gone down very differently.
Well, that's it. I mean, and also if you had them, air marshals on the planes, some of the planes, they fly around, don't they?
Yeah, I always thought that was strange. But then,
They
could have been thinking they were doing the right thing by just, let's just see how this pans out. And before it was too late.
They took all the planes were domestic flights anyway, weren't they? I mean, they weren't hijacked over the Atlantic or from Canada or South America. They were all from domestic flights. So they probably thought, well, there's not going to be, it's just going to be a routine flight from here to here. They didn't. It wasn't nothing like they thought, it's going to be like a 10-hour flight.
One of the theories, like conspiracy theories, is the air defence stand-down theory. A common claim amongst conspiracy theorists is that the North American Aerospace Defence Command, NORAD, issued a stand-down order or deliberately scrambled fighters late to allow hijacked planes to reach their targets without interference. That's where it gets a bit tricky there, isn't it? Because what would you do if you were told, if they did have advanced warning, even if it's just after the plane's been hijacked and there's still an hour maybe before it happens? They've got the opportunity to monitor them, get them up on radar, track them, follow them, and stop them before they hit the tower. But then it's a moral question of, would you shoot a plane full of civilians? Would people understand? Because if they had have done that, that would have 9/11 would have never really happened. It would have happened, but it would have been, like you say, 70 people. And if they'd got the first plane, it might have deterred the second plane.
Yeah.
So people would always say after that, well, the US government shot down the plane. They should never have done that. They would never have hit the obviously.
You would
fine with the benefit of hindsight.
Well, basically, you would have got that. Yeah, exactly. So.
Have you seen that video of Bush where he was on September the 11th?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I'm not sure of the credibility of it, but
where's he supposed
apparently
to be?
He was at a school.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Have you?
Yeah. I've heard about it.
Someone walks in and whispers something in his ear, and he just sits there and carries on.
Yeah,
smiling.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been anything they whispered.
Yeah, there might not have been anything.
But I think they matched up the times, so that it was just as the first tower hit. Right. And then someone comes in, talks in his ear, and he just smiles and carries on. Maybe he was just putting on a brave face because he didn't want to panic the children.
Yeah, but it seems a bit. I mean, if someone said that to me,
I'll bit strange. Doesn't
the
it?
first thing I'd do is
I apologise. I've got some business to tend to.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I would.
I think most people would. I don't think most people go. Yeah.
But then a lot of people would probably agree. There's not a lot going on between his ears, is there? So he might have just been thinking, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?"
He's
can't do. I can't do Bush. You can do Bush. You've got Bush. You've got a lot of Bush going on.
Yes.
Do you even trim that?
No.
You don't?
Well,
you could be mistaken for Al-Qaeda. I think you have, haven't you, in the past?
I have been called it many a time.
He's not. So what haven't we covered? There was a lot of damage, obviously, like financially. I know that's not something to focus on.
10 billion, that's wasn't it 10 billion?
Could that have influenced this happening? Perhaps, was someone expecting to get a big payout somewhere? Or
well, that's what they did say.
Someone was in the building.
They did say about the insurance scam, didn't they? They reckon it could be an insurance scam. Because, like I said,
it's a bit more than just like tipping a bit of paint on your carpet, though. Isn't it?
Well, it's causing carnage, basically, killing innocent, lives,
people.
Basically.
But then it wouldn't be the first time it's happened to make money.
To be honest with you, money is worth more than people's lives, unfortunately. And that's the sad thing.
Always has been.
It's not going to
still
change.
Is.
Yeah. Look at everything nowadays. All the wars in the world and all that. All results around. Revolves around money. Money and religion. They're the two things in the world that start wars and everything.
Mm.
So obviously, again, religion we go into. Al Qaeda, Muslim again. Another reason for them to say it's the Muslim community again. Saying.
So some conspiracy
Yeah.
theorists claim that a missile hit the Pentagon because, and I've heard that there was no debris, not enough debris to make up a plane. There was never any video.
There's no video. Did they ever find a black box for this plane? I've never heard of anything like that. And I've seen pictures. Basically, it's like a hole in the side of the Pentagon, which is sort of, you think, it looks like it's been shot by a missile. You wouldn't say it was a plane's hit that.
And have you seen the videos? Where are the videos of people? Because that's pretty low. That's not like the 110th floor.
No, I mean, that's
of a skyscraper.
The Pentagon's right,
It's 2 or 3 floors, is it?
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe more than that, but not much. Not
as
high as
Is there even a video for it? I don't think there is. I've never even searched.
No, I don't think there is.
But the thing is, at the same time, there probably won't be a video of it, because the Pentagon's quite a secure area, isn't it? I mean, you get people walking past taking videos of it.
But then I think people still can walk. Like, it's a bit like perhaps Buckingham Palace. You can't get really close, but you can.
But the thing is,
maybe
if
several
it was
hundred
now,
yards away. So the plane coming down at that altitude, wouldn't you hear it?
I suppose you
And
would,
see it.
but then people have mobile phones and whatnot, but they didn't have cameras and videos on them. See, in the World Trade Center in New York, because it's a big, vibrant city, people got cameras out doing a bit of sightseeing. They're not going to be having a handheld camera at the Pentagon, are they, really? If it was nowadays, straight away, because you hear that, you grab your phone out, you start recording. And plus, there's CCTV cameras everywhere. But
if you was far enough away, if it was happening right next to me, I'd be on my fucking toes.
oh, I'll be gone. I wouldn't even be bloody standing there looking at it. I'll be gone.
And to be honest, I said about videoing it from the tower. I wouldn't be fucking videoing it from the tower either. I'd be down them fucking stairs.
I'll be gone.
I'd be jumping down the elevator shaft. Another theory is that some conspiracy theorists have claimed that passengers of Flight 93 and or Flight 77 were murdered, or that they were relocated with the intent that they were never to be found. But you're never going to find out, because where are their bodies?
Exactly.
They're either going to be very professionally disposed of, or they've just
that's the
gone
thing
and
also,
evaporated.
The Pentagon and stuff. I mean, when it crashed, the plane, they've never ever said about any other people that they never found any remains of anyone.
Would there be remains?
Well, I don't know. You don't know, do you? I mean, I know it hits it at speed and whatnot, and it crashed and whatnot, but there must be something.
That argument about the steel has to burn at such a high
I
temperature.
think it's
thousands of degrees.
1,000 degrees before it starts to melt.
So I mean, what kind of temperature do they use to cremate people? I know you can literally. Well, you it's common knowledge. You can turn people into ashes.
Yeah.
And you could probably burn the ashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, so I wouldn't have thought there was many remains. If it is a conspiracy, then there's some motivation from someone somewhere. But what? Who? Is it the government? Or the powers that be, the 1%? The ones that need more oil? To go to war, make it and justify it.
By justifying
by warmongering.
Yeah, basically.
Just staging this attack.
Staging the attack.
And that's happened before.
Yeah.
This is why this theory is there now. It's because of history.
See,
people do strange things.
We've got terror attacks that happen all year round now. I mean, when we had the 7/7 in London, they were terror attacks, but they were terror attacks to cause carnage to people. And there was no conspiracy there. They went on a bus, they blew a bus up, they blew the tube up. Yeah. They killed innocent people and whatnot. It's like all these countries, the one in Paris, where they went around killing all these people. They go round to cause carnage. You never go a conspiracy theory. If they knew on that day that what was going to happen, I think they might have took the planes out. I can't see them letting it carry on and killing.
There's not a lot you can do. There are only a couple of options, aren't there? Really.
Basically, you can
Either
try and
you can
reason
negotiate with them, yeah. Let them fly it into a building,
with them,
or do what they want to do. Just hope that they're not going to do
exactly, yeah,
it, or blow them out.
or
of the
just
sky.
take them out.
Mm.
Yeah.
Difficult. I wouldn't want to be the guy that makes that decision.
No, and the thing is also the thing about negotiating with them, they could always go, yeah, okay, we'll da 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 da, and still fly it in there anyway. So it's always
true. Well, the top of the negotiation would be turn the plane round now,
or
and then we'll talk.
Or we're going to open fire on you.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I can understand why there's so many. The idea of the conspiracy surrounds it. Because there is a lot of just bits missing, isn't there?
Mm.
It really is. And they went to war, and it's like the whole scandal of the weapons of mass destruction,
Which they never actually found.
Which were never there.
Which didn't exist.
So it all just really doesn't help.
No. So, I mean,
To
if they went there and they
credibility.
found all this weapons of mass destruction and that, you'd go, right.
Yeah.
But when they went there and they found nothing, it makes you even think more. You think,
I'd love to know what the real reason was. The absolute... Get right down to the base of it. To the bare bone. And it's going to be money.
like I said, the two things in the world that make everything is religion and money.
Absolutely.
All the wars in the world are always over religion or money.
Yeah.
And
Were Al Qaeda retaliating?
Yeah.
Because the Americans were in Iraq long before.
well,
Was it retaliation?
the first Gulf War, didn't they? There was in the Gulf War back in the early 90s, and
it could be revenge also then.
Could
So
be
it's not
revenge.
just them two things. It could be religion.
Could be revenge.
Extremism,
Yeah.
money, greed,
Yeah.
or revenge.
Well, when I went to America after in 2004,
Is that the first time you went?
the second time.
Oh.
First time I went 2000, so I went before.
just before, yeah.
And then the other time, 2004, it was quite nervy. It was like we're not.
Was it the security a lot worse?
Yeah, real
Because I
strong,
only know it
really strong.
from like
And
5 years
we had to
before.
stay out there for an extra week because of hurricane season.
Mm.
And they had one of the flights, and they said a lot of people were stuck out there. And they gave them all flights, and one of them was September the 11th.
What, 9/11?
Well, yeah, that was the date of one of the flights,
right,
and so many
okay.
people said, "No, we ain't having that flight.
No,
we'll
that's
pass
just-
it up. We're not having that.
We're not pushing our luck.
We're not bothering."
There's like a section here about cover-up allegations. The cockpit recorders, according to the 9/11 Commission report, both black boxes from the Flight 77 and both black boxes from Flight 93 were recovered. However, the CVR from Flight 77 was said to be too damaged to yield any data. Okay.
Mm.
That's why they're called black boxes, isn't it?
They're supposed to survive
Yeah.
most.
It's the idea of a black box.
Yeah.
On April 18th, 2002, the FBI allowed the families of victims from Flight 93 to listen to the voice recordings. In 2006, a transcript of the CVR was released as part of the Zacharias Moussaoui trial. So didn't Bin Laden, accept the accusations?
I don't really know. I mean, they said he was the mastermind.
Oh, look, here we go. A series of interviews, audio and videotapes were released in the years following 9/11 attacks that were reported to be from Osama bin Laden. In the first of these, the speaker denied responsibility for the attacks. On September the 17th, 2001, in a statement issued to Al Jazeera, bin Laden is quoted as saying, "The US government has consistently blamed me for being behind every occasion its enemies attack it. I would like to assure the world that I did not plan the recent attacks, which seems to have been planned by people for personal reasons."
Mm.
In 2001, the end of 2001, December, known as the Jalalabad tape, the speaker is alleged to have full knowledge of the attacks. And the CIA claimed it was probably from Osama bin Laden. So he never actually said that it was him.
No.
But in November 2007, bin Laden claimed responsibility for the attacks and denied the Taliban and the Afghan government had any prior knowledge of the attacks. It's just confusing matters.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. That's the trouble with conspiracy theories, guys. They're almost impossible to prove. Which is why there's so many people that, like us, that love talking about them. And any one of these things that we've been talking about could be relevant, couldn't they? But we would not know. I would say that we've come to the conclusion that it's almost certainly one of the three. Either it was money and greed, religion and extremism, or revenge.
Revenge, yeah.
Okay. So that's conspiracy theory number 6. We haven't done all conspiracy theories. Shouldn't say that. But so it's my turn to choose.
Ooh.
At some point, I'm going to do the end of the world.
Oh, we could do that one.
Yeah. Because there's a program on the History Channel. Like 10 ways the world's going to end. Like we're all going to run out of natural resources. We're going to get sucked into a black hole. And I tend to go with the more science fiction topics, don't I?
You seem to. I just go for
You like the real world stuff.
Keep your ears open and your eyes peeled.
Yeah. Don't ever take anything for what you think it is. Alright. So that wraps it up. Another one. Episode 6.
Wrap.
We'll be back again shortly. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
And I'll see you again soon.
Adios.